everybody, and welcome back to the Waystone. My name is Naragath, and in the last episode we got our sheep farm up and running, and in between episodes I've been doing some minor work over here. As you can see, I got a door here. I had a funny little encounter that prompted me to remember to make that. I was getting white wool for the carpet up on the roof, and I was AFK over here, and the creeper decided to come say hi. So yeah, I had to rebuild like this corner, like pretty much almost the entire corner, which was annoying, but yeah, it's my own fault. But anyway, the door's in there now because of that. But as you can see, I have all the end rods in place now, and I did move them back one block so I can move across the fronts a little bit easier. I think it looks pretty nice. I like it. And over here on the sides, you can see I have grass an extra block over. One thing I forgot to account for is that the sheep will eat the grass underneath the fences, which isn't a big deal, but there's a possibility where they could eat all of them. And while I was gathering some of the wool, yeah, that's exactly what happened on one or two of the pens where they did that. And they also ate all that was inside the pens, so that meant that the grass was regrowing, so therefore they weren't regrowing the wool. Which, of course, for being a wool farm, that's not exactly ideal. So I went ahead as a solution. I put grass blocks one block further back. I could have done it where they were a couple blocks underneath the stone brick there with, you know, an air gap and then the grass blocks. But with the minecart tracks where they are, that would have made it challenging to work around. So yeah, that's a better solution. But other than that, I've just been carpeting the roof of the sheep farm here. Alright, so for today's episode, I have a couple things planned. The first thing I want to do is I want to put in some kind of to-do list or to-do board, I guess you could call it, where I'm just going to be listing out projects that I have currently planned that I want to put in the base. And there's a couple reasons for it. The first one is to help me organize my episodes a little bit better. You know, so I have a more, I guess, targeted approach to my episodes. Because as it is, most of the time when I start an episode, I decide, you know, okay, what is my project? What am I going to do today? You know, and I go from there. But if I can better prepare myself before I go to record, you know, as to what kind of project I'm going to do, I think that'll work out better for everyone in the long run. You know, and will keep me on track a little bit better. The other reason for it is to let you guys know what I have currently planned for the base. It's definitely not a final list, so if you don't see something on the list that you'd like to see in the base in one form or another, feel free to suggest it. You know, and it can be something as mundane as put it in a park. It could be something like that. It could be something a little more specific if you want. You know, if there's something that you see that you'd like to see me build, by all means, you know, put it in. I'd love to hear from you guys. And yeah, so that's going to be like the first thing I'm going to put in. And the other thing I'm going to put in, or that I'm going to work on today, that I'm not going to put on the board because I'm working on it today. I may even incorporate the project board into each episode, kind of, you know, when I open up the episode or something, I'll say, well, this is the project we're working on today. You know, use the to-do board to help with that. Anyway, I feel like I'm starting to ramble, but anyway. The other thing I'm going to work on today is I'm going to be working on the mining outpost. I briefly touched on it last episode where I saw a Mumbo Jumbo video where he talked about making the, you know, our mining tunnels a little more utilitarian, putting in, you know, sorting systems, things like that. And I definitely think I need to do something like that, you know, for my mining outpost. You know, as it is currently, I don't have plans to have like a central storage at the moment. So having something that will store, you know, and sort my my mining adventures is not a bad thing. So I'm thinking I'm going to pretty much be gutting the entire inside of here, and I'll probably, you know, expand upon it a bit, and we'll go from there. So, but first, the to-do board. All right, welcome back, everyone. So I have the to-do list up and running, and it's, yeah, working out pretty good, I think, so far. But we have it right next to the portal here, and I think I'm going to keep this kind of design when I redesign the portal, where I have the to-do list on one side, and on the other side, I'm probably going to put like the map. I think that'll look pretty cool. But anyway, we got the to-do list here. one thing I did notice is I just installed Optifine for 1.13.2, and some of those things, like some of the words kind of got cut off, which is kind of weird. Like I have, this is actually supposed to be Concrete Factory. Factory got cut off. Sugar Cane Farm got cut off. Yeah, things like that. So yeah, I guess it's an Optifine bug, but kind of weird. Makes it look like I don't know how to type. Anyway, so as far as the things that I have planned for the base, you can kind of see what I have going on here. You know, some pretty obvious and pretty simple stuff. You know, nothing that really needs a whole lot of explanation. The warehouse here kind of does need explanation. It's going to be for stuff that I want to store lots of, or stuff that doesn't really fit with any other of the farms that I have up. You know, things like that. You know, things like extra armor, extra, you know, weapons, things like that. Probably end up putting more stuff in there than just that. But, you know, I kind of want to have a centralized location for that kind of stuff, but it's not going to be an all-encompassing storage facility. So it's not going to be like a central storage kind of deal. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. But if not, when I go to build it, it'll make a lot more sense. This is one of the one of the words got cut out, which is kind of annoying. But this is basically going to be a big project that I'm going to have probably that direction, but it's going to be rather big. And I'll let you guys guess what that actually is. But other than that, everything else is pretty self-explanatory. XP style is, if you're not keeping up to date with Exhumed Void, I'm sure there's someone else who's done videos on this, but Exhumed Void has been the one that I've seen. But furnaces, how they act now, instead of just storing the XP for the items that you have currently stored in there that you've smelted, it keeps track of all the items that have been smelted right now and stores that XP, so that when you go to pull stuff out, you'll get an XP dump essentially, so that you can store enough XP in there to repair your tools or get up to level 30 enchants, you know, stuff like that. So I kind of want to set up something that's going to be localized to my base here, and primarily for my repair my tools for when I'm digging out big projects. Like, for example, the slime farm is going to be a rather big project, so being able to repair my tools locally instead of having to go to the end would be kind of a good thing. But anyway, as far as like this side goes, this is for projects that I have currently planned for the base here. It's, you know, local here. There's more that I have planned, but well, this is all I have room to put in. But if you see something that's not here that you'd like to suggest, feel free to put it down in the comments down below. But anyway, moving on to the other side, this is what I have planned currently for community stuff. I'm sure there'll be more over time. This is just what I could remember off the top of my head. But just, you know, various community things that I'm going to do, like the Nether Hub, you know, the Nether Tunnel from our portal in the Nether Hub to the Nether Hub, hook that up. Then a bridge from the Spawn Island that we worked on a couple episodes ago to Spawn Town. Putting in a new shop. Mini games is going to be something I'm going to want to put in. And then dirt. That has a couple of meanings. You can figure that out. Anyway, we have this little guy here. And this is something I'm going to try. I want you guys' feedback on this, whether you like it, don't like it, have suggestions for improving it, whatever. Yeah, let me know. But this is going to be something that when I open up the episodes, I'm going to kind of probably come over here and kind of talk about what is going to be happening in today's episode, in, you know, that episode and whatnot. You know, so you guys have a good idea of what's going on, and, you know, I can more focus it. Yeah, but the whole point of this is to help me focus on what I'm doing per episode. So anyway, so we got the to-do list out of the way, so now we're going to go ahead and work on the mining outpost redesign. And I've already kind of started on it. Yeah, I haven't dug it out or anything. If I could fly, that'd be great. There we go. So basically all I've done is lagged a bit and torn out everything that was in here. So the old AFK fish farm, all the chests that I had over here, all the furnaces are all ripped out. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, and they're all in these circle boxes, as I'm sure you could guess, and my inventory. So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go ahead and start digging out the area to suit my needs. And I'm also going to figure out where I'm going to put in the item input down below here, so that when I'm mining, I can just go dump all the stuff off and then go back to mining. So I'm going to go ahead and get some progress done on that, and I'll bring you back in when I want to give you guys an update. All right, so a quick progress update. I got a bit of a hole dug, and I'm kind of starting to really plan out what I'm going to be doing with this. And what this is here, this is just kind of a marker of the item sorters that I'm going to have, and then the extra space that I'm going to need to make the design that I want to make. So we're going to have 16 sorters in total in this room. That's going to include everything except for diamonds and emeralds. Those are going to go back here somewhere into like a vault of sorts, where I'm also going to keep my bed and extra armor and things like that. So that'll be kind of cool. I'm also going to have miscellaneous storage over in this direction. And I'm also going to put in a couple spots where I can throw in items to either be sorted into the sorters that are up here, or sent down to a furnace array that I'm going to put in later. I'm not going to put the furnace array in today, but that will come later. And yeah, but beyond that, over here, as you can see, I kind of busted through the side of the mountain here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, terraform up here so I can still use this area. As for the sorters here, I'm going to need 2 more blocks to be able to put them all in, and also be able to decorate the room the way I want. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that before the next progress update. But beyond that, I think that's the majority of what I have planned at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and get some more work done, and I'll be back with you guys with another progress update. All right, let's bring you in for another quick progress update. Hopefully this time I won't have so many motorcycles going by. Anyway, as you can see, I've got a good bit of progress done here. I'm about ready to put in the actual sorters for these guys here, so it's going to be nice once we actually get that in. I'm also going to have to raise the roof up a block or 2. So, yeah, that's the thing. Not a big deal, but a thing. And we'll move on to the main room here, and it's coming along pretty nicely. I think I'm going to be putting furnaces here for the time being until I get my furnace array in, and then, I don't know, I may leave them in, I might take them out, I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, just, yeah. You can kind of see what's going on here. We got block representations of items that are going in here. So we're going to have gold ore there, lapis ore there, gold blocks there. So I think that'll work out pretty nicely once you get there. The lights here will represent when these guys are getting kind of full. Almost exactly like how I have the wool indicators over there at the sheep farm, so that I know what's getting full, so I know what to either skip during mining trips, or what I need to compress down. So, like, if the redstone's getting full here, take that, convert that into blocks, and then I can move it over to here into manual sorting systems. So, yeah, that's working out pretty nicely. And I definitely like the the trapdoors being here. And I may even just kind of put a chest right behind here for, like, manual placing of those items in, instead of having to throw it through the sorting every time. So, it's a thought. But, yeah, that's what I got done so far. So I'm going to go ahead and get some more work done, and I'll bring you guys back in with another update. All right, welcome back, everyone. So I got the system pretty much in. Started decorating the hallway leading up to it. For the ceiling here, I'm probably going to switch that out with what I have going on in the main room here, where we have the spruce studs and the stone brick. I think that'll work pretty nicely. But yeah, over here you see I have a design of the spruce slabs here, partly to break up the wall, and also so you can look in here if you want. So it's looking pretty nice. Then we come in here to the main room. Still need to go get some glowstone, but yeah, that'll be for a little bit later here. The actual sorting system is in place and working just fine. Still need to get some gold, some lapis ore, and some gold ore, but I'm about to go do a mining trip, so that shouldn't be an issue. Assuming we actually find any in the mining trip, which we normally do, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Over here, you see I have a 2-high trapdoor instead of the 1-high, like I have here. The reason for that is 1-high works fine, but you have to throw it just right to get it in there. So I went ahead and made it too high, so it's a lot easier to throw stuff in. So we're gonna take some of this dirt here. Yeah, with one high, you know, it's pretty. Of course, the one time I go to just the one time I go to display the problems, I override the problem. Anyway, the problem was that I was constantly hitting the trapdoor here, and it wouldn't go in. So, and the too high, it makes it so much easier just to look over here and then just toss it in, just like that. So anyway, I'm probably going to go ahead and do that here for the other side when I get ready to put in the furnace array. So that'll make it easier for that as well. And when I do the furnace array, I'm not going to have like a separate line for fuel and stuff you want to smelt. I'm going to have it auto sort that. So yeah, if you're curious. But anyway, what I think I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm going to go on a mining trip here. Not only to do with the 1,000 blocks mining challenge for this episode, but also to go get some gold ore and lapis ore. So I have my Silk Touch pickaxe with me that I'm bringing in a shulker box. And yeah, I'll see you when that's done. Alright, so that mining challenge was actually pretty successful. Got 36 diamonds here and plenty of other stuff, of course. And most importantly, we got some gold ore and some lapis. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is we're going to go ahead and get 8 of these smelting up. And why 8 is because I already have a few already in the sorter, so I can use the 8 plus the 1 to make a gold block, so we can put a gold block there. So, and while I was mining, I kept forgetting to switch out to my Silk Touch for the lapis, but I got enough. So now I just need to remember which one was actually for lapis sorter-wise. And it helps if I put the block in the right spot. Anyway, so if we go in here to do it, and we'll take one of these out. And if we come over here, this should be the lapis, I do believe, yes. And as you can see, I just used an oak fence as a placeholder until I got what I needed, and which works just fine. Alright. So, now that that's done, good. Wait for those gold ores to be smelted up, and then we'll have a nice gold block for in front there, and that area is going to be completely done. Alright, so I'm over here in spawn for a quick second, as I was told there was something in my mailbox that will be rather useful for the project. Yeah, I thought I'd go ahead and come over here and check and shop. Very good. So, still keeping up here. And still figuring out what I want to do with the dirt. I have an idea now, but it's going to be a couple episodes away. So, yeah, don't worry. I haven't forgot about dirt. But we're over here at my mailbox, and yes, I have host came through with some slime balls. So thank you very much, host. Much appreciated. Actually, allowed me to get my vault door done. So let's head back over there and let's get to work on that. Alright, now that we have the slime balls and I've made a few sticky pistons and slime blocks, we can go ahead and get to work on the vault now. So what I've done is I've gone through and dug out a little bit of the area here. I don't think this is going to be quite enough, as what I'm planning on doing is we'll have the actual vault door, probably have it like on this side over here. But anyway, we'll walk into like the actual vault, and then it'll split off and we'll go into like a bedroom type of deal where I'll keep, you know, obviously the bed and some backup armor, tools, weapons, things like that. And yeah, we'll go from there. So unfortunately, I haven't memorized how to make the vault door, so I'm going to go ahead and make that real quick, and I'll be back with you guys in a bit. Alright, so a quick progress update. I got the door in. Kind of went for a design that kind of blends into the walls and whatnot, but not totally. I easily could switch those out to strip oak, but I don't know. I like it. As far as the design goes, I went with the design that Mumbo Jumbo put out a few years ago. Still works great, and it's fast, and well, I like it. So, yeah. So, anyway, over here, you can see I have a little bit of a bedroom started here. I'm going to be putting up some bits and bobs here in there to make it a little more decorated. But yeah, over here I'm going to expand this out a little bit. Obviously to put in the storage for the diamonds and emeralds like I was talking about, but I also started thinking that I kind of want a place to start putting the shulker boxes and whatnot, you know, just kind of get them out of the way. And so they're also not, you know, right in the middle there. So yeah, that's gonna be a thing. But anyway, got a nice little hallway here leading right into this with our double bed there. So like I said, I'm gonna put some more things up in here, like paintings and things like that. Maybe a chest or something, you know, whatnot. And as far as like the open and closing the door, I'm just putting a button in here. I'm not worried about being totally secure. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. I'm gonna go ahead, you know, pop that out a little bit more, get that all situated, and I'll be back with you guys in a minute. Alrighty, so I got the vault in place and did a few other modifications here. So didn't do anything really to the door, but as you can see with the lighting, I went ahead, went with the end rod and trap doors here. Originally I was going to go with glowstone, and yeah, I may still go with glowstone, but for the most part, I'm actually happy with this. I just might change out the spacing of a few of them, just because of this one right here. If I didn't have this one here, we'd be at lights level 7 around here on this corner here. So I kind of need the light nearby there. So I don't know. I'll figure out what to do with that one later. Right now, it's not a big deal. Yeah, everything else is, you know, pretty good. Anyway, went ahead and put up a few paintings here. Put a couple paintings in the bedroom, also a chest there, a few trapdoors just for decoration, and well, a shelf. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. But anyway, right now the store is hooked up to a T flip-flop. I'm thinking about changing that out to a pulse extender for a couple of reasons. One, it might make opening it a little bit faster, but also the only time I really need to keep it open is if I'm going back and forth a lot, like I was when I was moving the shulker boxes in or doing the work in here. But what I can do is I can keep the button here that goes straight to the pulse extender, then I can put a lever here to lock it open when I'm in here, because I'm not going to need to lock it open when I'm out here. So yeah, it just kind of makes sense to me. So I'll probably go ahead and do that right after I'm done, you know, wrapping up the episode here. Anyway, I come in here, still have the end rods down below, but I changed it out to glass here, kind of give it kind of a, I don't know, almost a clean room kind of vibe. And I'll probably switch these trapdoors out to the white glass here. It's for uniformity, I guess. But anyway, got the end rods underneath the glass here on this wall, the back wall there underneath the shulker boxes, and there as well. And as you can see, I decided to make this into kind of like a shulker box storage system. It's obviously a manual one, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to be color coding my shulker boxes so I know what's what. Yeah, I could just keep it back here to store it. But anyway, over here we got our diamonds and our emerald storage here. So don't have enough emeralds yet to have them filtered down in there, but I have more than enough diamonds here. In fact, I still have plenty on me. But one thing that I need to remember is that I can't just dump my emeralds or my diamonds or my emeralds into the sorting system, because this is before the dropper. So the water stream goes up from there, up, over, and then cuts over and goes above the sorters on these guys and loops back around to the hopper or the dropper that's right around there. So, which then goes into the system. So, yeah, I can't just take this whole stack and just dump it in there and expect it all to go into the sorting system. It'll get a good bit of it, and then the rest will go into the miscellaneous storage here. Which is fine. This is really not that big a deal. You know, I just kind of pace myself when I throw my diamonds in. Don't get super excited that I have diamonds. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with that. Let's go and get these in there. Alright. And then we can kind of slowly throw our diamonds in. And the good thing with these diamonds, you know, and the emeralds in the first part of the system is that, yeah, they'll be sorted pretty quickly. So, not that that's super important, but yeah, this is something. So, anyway, go ahead, Head over there and just check it out real quick. So as you can see, they're going in there. And of course, I can always come in here and just manually put them in. So it's not a big deal at all. And then we got the dropper firing off, you know, the redstone and the stone that I put in there. And as you can see, we still get a few extras coming through, but I'm not too fussed about it. I'm okay with it. I just have to remember. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. You know, some minor tweaks that I need to do, but yeah, I'm happy with how this turned out. But unfortunately, that's going to be all the time I have for today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. But until next time, have a good one.